Hi everyone! When you search the forums about mixing virtual orchestra, there's not many answers about that, so we decided to make a little video and show you around how we mix virtual orchestra samples. First of all, I like to show you what we do with our reverb. As you know, many of your libraries already have a built-in reverb, and they sound nice most times, but when you mix up different libraries, you're going to find out that these reverbs, they don't really fit to each other. What you can do is switch off the reverb of the libraries itself and give it another reverb for each group of samples. I'm going to show you this real quick. We use the same room for every instrument section, and we work with different pre-delays to place our instruments all over the room. Because your orchestra, it has to sit in a room, and every musician, he needs to get his certain place in this room. So I have my reference hall here and the LA scoring stage that I like a lot. This is the reverb that I use for my string section, and when we compare it to the reverb that I use for my woodwinds, you can see that the only difference is the pre-delay. So I have a pre-delay of 0 in my string section, and I have a higher pre-delay in my woodwinds. And this leads to that every section is sitting in its place like a real orchestra would do. So this helps you to build a virtual room for your orchestra. When you listen to film music, you can hear that there's also a large reverb on the whole music, and that's what we are doing here. It's also a good idea to have an automation of the reverb, so you can handle big epic parts as well as simple and intimate parts of your music. And don't forget to set an equalizer on your reverb and experiment a little bit what the equalizer does. So for example, you don't want to have much reverb on your bass section. So you can easily cut off the bass section in your equalizer, and you can make the reverb warmer or colder as you like. Just experiment a little bit with these equalizers here. Check out what's happening when you boost some of the frequencies. So that's our advice about working with reverberation. That brings me to panning of the instruments. You may have already placed your instruments into a nice room with different pre-delays, but did you think about the right panning? I prefer to use the stereo combined panner to put every instrument in its place. If you remember our first video about our template, we told you that we like to blend different sounds into each other, and I'm going to show you a simple example about that. So first of all, we listen to our first library. And a second library playing the same stuff. And both of them mixed together. There's quite a difference, right, Philip?
It sounds much more realistic now, as you can hear.
So yeah, you should really try this out. It really helps to make the sound improve. As you may have seen in our first video about our template, we always have these VCA faders for automation. This is very powerful to bring back dynamics that we are always missing in samples. If you're not sure if everything sounds right, you can, for example, put an equalizer into your control room mixer, and by boosting the different frequency bands, you can easily hear if there are sounds that still need some equalization, and you can boost or cut these frequencies in the certain sounds after this. I hope that helped you. Thanks for watching. See you next time.